So now that Halloween is over and the holiday season is almost upon us, we all know how easy it can be to overspend in the name of celebration. So in today's video, we're going to talk about planning for the holidays by putting together a holiday budget. Hi, I'm Star Tower, your financial fitness coach, here to empower you to become financially healthy and to live the life and retirement that you and your family deserve. Welcome to Fitness Friday, where I give tips and exercises to help you kickstart or continue on your financial fitness journey. So now that Halloween's over, the anticipation of the upcoming holiday season is filled with both excitement and stress. So let's look to minimize the stress and maximize the joy around these holidays by planning ahead and putting together a holiday budget. So first off, why does a holiday budget matter? Well, the holiday season can be one of the biggest spending times of the year, from gifts to travel to parties. A holiday budget gives you a clear plan so you can enjoy your festivities without feeling guilty and going into debt. Without a budget, it's easy to overspend. So instead of going to the new year with a fresh start, we go into it with debt and credit card bills. So let's break down some steps to creating a budget that will help you stay on track. So the first step is to list out all your holiday expenses. And I mean every little thing. Here's a breakdown of some common holiday costs to get you started. Gifts. Are you getting gifts for family, friends, coworkers, the teachers that babysit your kids during the school year? Decorations. Are you getting Thanksgiving decorations, Christmas decorations, ornaments, lights, a Christmas tree? If you already have some of these decorations from previous years, that will help. And so your budget for these might be smaller. Travel. A lot of us travel during the holidays, so you want to take into consideration accommodations, airfare, and gas if you're driving. Food and drink. Will you be spending extra on food because you're hosting holiday meals or parties? Entertainment, including holiday outings, experiences like maybe ice skating, and maybe movie tickets because a lot of families go to the movies during Christmas Day after they unwrap their presents. So make sure your list includes even the smallest things like holiday cards, wrapping paper, and even extra groceries. So once you have that complete list, it's time to assign a budget to each category. Set a realistic amount based on how much you saved and what you're comfortable spending. Maybe you could review what you spent last year and set some limits based on that benchmark or what your savings goal is this year. You could consider things like, were you happy with your spending for the holidays last year? Or have there been any life changes or events that have impacted your budget this year? If you have more runway this year, you might want to consider increasing your budget from last year. But if you think you overspent last year, you might want to set a more realistic budget. If you spent $500 on gifts last year and you want to save more this year, set a new limit, maybe $300 for gifts. The goal is to be realistic, but mindful of your overall financial picture. So the next step is to track your spending. Once you have a budget allocated to each category, tracking your spending is key. You can use an app, a spreadsheet, or a good old-fashioned notebook to do this. So every time you make a purchase, add that amount into your app, spreadsheet, or a notebook and subtract it from your overall category budget. Tracking helps you see how much is left in that category and it prevents you from overspending on that category. Plus, it's also pretty satisfying to see your spending in line with your goals. So I wanted to share my holiday budgeting system with you guys. I basically use an envelope system where I assign envelopes to each of those categories. I'll write the name of each category on an envelope, and then based on how much budget I've allocated to each of those categories, I'll put that amount in cash in each of the envelopes. So if I've decided to spend $300 on gifts, I'll put $300 in cash in that envelope marked gifts. So when I go shopping for that category, this helps me to track how much I'm spending, how much I've already spent, and how much is left for that category. So although we allocate a budget to each category, you might still run the risk of overspending for some of these categories. So let's talk about some ways to prevent that from happening. Tip number 1, use cash or a debit card. Using cash or a debit card can help you stick to your budget because you can track how much of that money you're spending physically. For example, if you allocate a certain amount to that category and you set that aside in cash or on a debit card, you can track how much you spent and how much you have left. It helps to keep you accountable to your budget. Tip number 2, limit gift shopping time. The longer we browse, the more likely we are to make impulse purchases and the more likely we are to overspend beyond our budget. So make a list, get in, get what you need, and get out. Tip number 3, avoid last minute shopping. Last minute shopping often means that we're not only spending more, we're also making additional purchases that we don't need. So try to get your shopping done early and avoid adding more things to that list. By planning ahead, you can also do comparison shopping at multiple places and find good deals. And you can take advantage of Black Friday deals to shop ahead for holiday gifts. Number 4, do-it-yourself gifts and experiences. Sometimes the best gifts aren't bought. They're made, or they're experiences that you share with someone. Consider baking holiday treats, creating a personalized card, or gifting an experience that you can share together, which will make it more meaningful. Another way to prevent overspending and ensure that you stick to your budget is having accountability. Share your holiday budget goal with a partner or a friend and have them go shopping with you to help keep you accountable. Having someone remind you of your goals and your budget can help you from going overboard, especially when that must-have item is calling out your name. And finally, don't forget yourself. Don't forget to budget a little something for holiday self-care. The holidays can be both exciting and stressful, and you want to make sure that you are taking care of yourself during this time as well. So plan a little something for yourself as well. whether it's a cozy coffee date, a massage, or just a relaxing day to yourself. A little self-care keeps you in the holiday spirit and prevents you from indulging in retail therapy. So as a recap, building a holiday budget might sound boring, but it's the key to a joyous and stress and debt-free holiday season. Thanks for tuning in. If you found this video helpful, please give it a thumbs up and subscribe to my channel for future content on financial fitness. Here's to an upcoming season of joy, celebration, and taking control of our financial fitness journey. Until then, looking forward to continuing on this financial fitness journey with you, and see you in my next video.